Hello and welcome back to another video. Last video you've seen that we have successfully painted the E46 in one weekend alone. Friday we've sanded and primered. Saturday we've painted and lacquered, and Sunday we have put it back together. It came out absolutely phenomenal. I'm very happy with the results. For the conditions of the place that it was painted in, it's phenomenal results. I'm very happy. Now, we are currently, as of this recording, we are 1 week away from the bash. Today is Wednesday, we have this weekend and next week, and that's it. The bash is done. This car is about 70% done. We still have intercooler piping to do, fuel feed, fuel return, prop shaft, and wiring, and just miscellaneous other bits all around the engine overall. Now hopefully I do get this done. I'm under such stress. It's, I don't know, it's looking unrealistic, but I'm keeping positive. I'm going to try my best to get it done. Now, what we're going to try to do today is little pieces. Now, it's not ideal to do little pieces because you're not focusing on one task at a time, you're focusing on multiple tasks. But I do still have to order some parts. So, we've received an intercooler kit from a mate of mine, Wesley. You've seen him in the last video, he was helping out with sanding. He had a 3-inch intercooler piping kit laying around in his shed, so he brought it down. So we're going to try to use that. Now I did, as you can see roughly around there, you can see a couple already on. On Sunday evening, we were kind of playing around to see if it'll work, if it'll not work. We did a mock-up cuts, stuff like that. So today, I'm going to try my best to put it together in a way that will work, and all I will have to do then is buy reducers, maybe a 45-degree band, blah 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 blah, and so on. And then tomorrow we have a mate coming down. You've met him already, Mark. So Mark's coming down tomorrow, and he's going to be giving us a hand for the whole day. What you're seeing today, tomorrow, the day after, this whole 5 days, next 5 days, you're going to see in one video. Might be a long one, might be a short one. I don't know. We'll see how this all comes out. We're under huge time constraints, so hopefully we get it done. Now, no more yapping, let's get to work. One of the other items that Wesley has decided to bring down is a radiator. Another one. I swear, this place and radiators, oh my god. This radiator, why did he decide to bring this one down? Is because it's center inlet. Well, you know that we couldn't run the big radiator, as you've seen in 2 videos ago. You know that we couldn't run the big radiator because of the outlet sitting here and blocking the throttle body intake. I couldn't have any piping then. So, and I also can't really run the factory BMW one because it's factory, it's too thin. But this one, on the other hand, is a full aluminum radiator. So we can actually try and do something with it. Now, the inlet is right in the middle, which is perfect. It'll be out of the way of the throttle body. This is just another thing that we will be mounting into the car today. Well, maybe not today, but sometime soon. Ideally, we'll be doing this today. And this right here is the intercooler kit. Comes with 180s, 45s. It's your typical Amazon intercooler kit. We'll try and make it work. Anyways, let's get cracking. Let me just show you up close now. So, you can see we have the bottom coming up in here behind the headlight. I'll be cutting a bit of the headlight, it's fine. Coming out there. Now, here is my issue. I don't know how to connect that up. That's a 2.5 inch, 3 inch. Now, this isn't exactly a 90 either, because we're coming down here. We have a 90. And let's just put that. Right. I ran down to Mikey's to borrow the TIG welder. Couple of issues. One, the TIG welder isn't the AC/DC, but I said I'm gonna chance it anyway. I'm just gonna bring it up and see if it does. I wanted to see it for myself. Doesn't weld. My gas is a 5% argon and a 95 CO2. That will not work. Anyways, we've done a little boo-boo. Yeah. But yeah. Welder doesn't work. Have to think of something else. So what else could I think of? I don't know. Maybe like a little spacer here or something, using this and a coupler. I don't know. I really do not know. But it's okay. We'll figure something out in the process. Something like that. Okay, we have that bottom one there, which is cut into a nice and straight up to here, and then we just put on this 90 coupler just to kind of because we have no more 90s then after. So I said, you know what, we'll just stick it on and we see how it comes out. So the aim is right that way. But if you can see, if I had that pipe extended a little bit, it would match up right there. Perfect. Well, that's gonna be a funny moment. Oh, I winded myself.
No. Measure once, cut. No, measure twice, cut once.
Right, shove that in there.
And then a couple there. Yeah, man.
And I think we actually have one side finalized. Like, that could sit even up like this. I think we have one side finalized. Nice. So, loops, straight down. All the way down here into the unit. Lovely.
The bottom won't close because that'll be in the way. You'd want it kind of there. So if you cut that along that line,
And then squeeze that on here.
you've spare metal pieces. You could just cut another.
Yeah, that's true.
Cut another bit off that. Stick it in there. Stick the other one on there,
That's true.
and then cut a bit of that off.
You want to attempt that?
Not really.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah, but when your wheel comes in, will it hit this?
No.
When your wheel comes in, does it hit that pipe?
Nope.
Definitely not.
Yep, there's clearance. We already know that it doesn't hit. Like, you've turned the wheel already. There's loads of room in
What
there.
about when you've your big 19s on?
I'm not gonna have 19.
What about your 20s?
Yeah, 20. Yeah. Go on, keep turning. Yeah. Ah, loads of room. Loads of room. I'm happy with that. Right. Go and take that pipe off. Cut the lip. Bring it out to Mikey's. He's going to weld it. And we're going to attempt his idea with the cutting of the 90 a little bit just to make it at a better angle. Okay, so we just went at it, just went mayhem. Put the camera down and just worked. Ain't that right, Mark?
Yeah!
Anyways, we have the air filter on. We did say we're going to weld that on, but I said, you know what? No, we're going to just get a 2.5 inch to a 3 inch reducer or step up, whatever, and we'll just put it on here. We're going to replace this coupler and that coupler with a 2.5 inch to 3 inch. So at least we have then 2 couplers that we can use. We've also finalized these pipes. It's looking good. The only thing we need to buy is just one thing, which is, sorry, technically 3 things, which is a 2.5 inch to 3 inch couplers, which is right here. Now, I'm super happy. Finally done. It is finally done. So now I need to take it all apart again. Clean the pipes on the inside, and we can then start working on the rad. Now, we did mention in the previous video that we have to go with this Lexus rad. Now, there might be a bit of an issue because I have these already cut. But that's no biggie because I did retain, I think it's this one. I did retain this hose. So we can just try and make it work in some way, shape or form. Just gonna slide it on, clamp it, Bob's your uncle, out the gap. But yeah, I'm gonna take it all apart now and start working on the radiator. Now what we do, Mark is currently working on the fuel. How are we getting on with that? Oh no. Usually an aha doesn't work. How are we getting on?
Getting there. Oh, it stinks of fuel in here.
I wonder why.
So, yeah, we've had that lid open for a while, and now the fuel vapors are coming up, and now I'm breathing them, and now I feel high. But on the top, I'll take that show me. On the top of the fuel pump, there's this nipple, and the Toyota one that this is a different style. It's a Walbro, sorry. It's a different style fitting than this. This is the factory BMW one that this just slots onto.
Slots onto a fuel
But
pump.
this is the same type.
Oh yeah.
So that just slots directly onto it. But because this is different, this can't slot directly down on top. So I am trying to put a bit of hose on it that we can clamp here, put it there somewhere, clamp it onto this, and then that'll kind of alleviate having to use this piece.
Nice.
So it'll work for now, but it will be fixed properly in the future.
Oh yeah. Everything will be redone. Everything will be redone. Like, this is just to get on track. Technically, how many days is there left? We are on a Friday, so there's 7 days.
Thursday.
Today's Thursday?
Thursday.
So
Today's
8 days.
Thursday.
8 days.
Then we have the weekend.
Yeah, so we have 8 days left.
Next Friday.
But realistically, if you think about it, once the fuel is done, intercooler is done, I have to get one thing anyways. Do the rad, which is I'm just going to do it now. We have to make up fuel return, fuel feed, but the fuel feed is just over there. Why?
Because it's not dead straight, it's round almost straight.
Oh.
Alright.
It's in?
It's in, but it's almost straight. Not quite straight, it's almost straight.
I mean, that's actually not that bad. Ooh, these are the factory points where the factory radiator sits. Now also the rad is fairly at an angle. But we can utilize these and this. And then we're tucked right up against here and here all along. I mean, that's not bad. I can try and make something up. Try to get something in here and in here to mount. And the same over here. Try to figure something out. It's not a bad one. It's actually not that bad. And like, it's so wedged in there that it might actually sit very nice and tight. Okay, what are we doing now? I'm gonna let you explain this of what we're doing now.
So we are preparing to get into the firefighting course. You have to put out a fire. So what we're doing here is we're starting the ignition, which will activate the fuel pump that Nico wired up.
Yep, I've wired up the fuel pump. Mark is going to sit here with this hose and we're going to see if it will push fuel through. Okay. Mark, you're going to loosen up the hose. Right. Okay. You ready?
No.
Either or, right?
It did something.
It actually did do something.
Okay. Hey!
You have fuel.
Do it again! Hey! Yeah.
I'm just going to walk over to the terminal. Just check that it's not too hot. But it works. Space cadets. Now, we're pretty much done for today. Isn't that right, Mark?
Yeah!
Yeah, we're done for today. It is 9:22, and we got a fair bit done. What have we done so far? We have done fuel feed, fuel return, we've done intercooler piping. That's 99% done, just one coupler, two couplers, three. Fan is wired, rad is in, throttle cable is in, throttle pedal is in. Yeah, I think that's everything.
I can't remember anything else.
I don't remember anything else either.
Bumpers on.
We started the gearbox, but we don't have the socket because you couldn't get it with you, or you forgot to get it with you. But yeah, right. It is Friday. I thought it's Saturday. So it's Friday. We're back again. So it turned out that we didn't go to Murray's today, simply because on Monday we decided to go then. So we're here, and it's time to put some work in. So today we're going to focus on power steering and exhaust. If I get them two done today, I'll be excited. I'll be very, very excited, because then tomorrow I'll come in and I'll just do vacuums. I'll do coolant routings and stuff like that. So, what I've been doing, it's all been off camera because you've seen me do it before. It's in previous videos. I've been making pie cuts. So, I've made 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I've made 9 pie cuts, but that should be more than enough because we only needed to come here. We only needed to come here, so I made about 9, just in case. Now, anyways, so now what I can do is I can start getting this onto the down pipe, followed by making the pie cuts, make it work nice and snazzy. We're at a timestamp of 1:20. So let me set the camera up and we'll do a time lapse. So I don't know if you can hear me very well, but let me just show you a normal day in Ireland. It was sunny 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago. Mental. Absolutely mental. Okay, we have the whole exhaust done. Exhaust system is done. We have made up. Do you know what? I'm actually very proud of this one. If you remember, I was doing the downpipe on the E46. That didn't really come out that nice, which that was my first ever like exhaust. But I kind of learned from my mistakes. I mean, this is fairly nice. Yeah, you can see the wells, they're not that pretty, but it's all underneath. Straight into a V-band, one solid long ass pipe into a silencer, and then into my old exhaust, which goes into the exhaust tip, which is a 4-inch Jay-Z cat. And yeah, but yeah, she's hanging, not complaining. That's exactly the way it was hanging before. I'm not saying anything. If it worked, it worked. Right, it is Saturday, 3:20. It seems late. So what I've done was I went ahead and just didn't pick up the camera and just went and grinded this down. So what I've got done off camera was I got the dipstick in, I got the starter in, and I also got the oil return from the turbo. I got that all 3 done. I think that's everything. May not seem like a lot, but it did take a little bit of time because you have to constantly take it on, off, on, off. You know the crack. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the wiring harness on. So I'm going to set the camera down, going to pick up the harness and start plugging things in. This is our harness right here. Yeah. So I'd say the best way about it will be just to lay it down, start from the spark plugs and work our way around that. And hopefully everything ties itself into place. Right, so the car, or the engine, harness is finally plugged in. All of the plugs are finally in. I had to make this one up because somebody cut it out, not me, FYI. But no, yeah, all the plugs are in, plumbed up or plugged in. So tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow I'm going to come down here and we're just going to finish up the last touches and then we can start wiring up the car to crank. So hopefully tomorrow it starts, because that's a big one. That's massive. Hopefully all goes ahead, all goes to plan, and this fires up tomorrow. Yeah. Might have to make a few phone calls and see if anyone knows how to start it. Right. So we'll pick this off tomorrow. Okay, so it is currently 9:25 in the evening. And you may be wondering why. So I came down in the morning at around 10. I got the prop shaft in, I got the short shifter in. All I had to do was wire. So one of my mates came down and he gave me a hand trying to get it to wire up. As you can see, we're just trying to get it to wire, and we have it cranking. We have it cranking, but there is no start. It seems like the coil packs don't want to spark. I had dummy coil packs, or not dummy, but I had coil packs, and I was just testing to see if it's going to start, and it just would not start. And it just won't start. My head is scratched. I am looking at different videos, they're looking at different things, calling people. Oh, this car has my head wrecked. We have it starting, we have fuel feed, we have signal going to the coil packs. It's just nothing. Unfortunately, all of this hype, all of this build up towards this, and the bash is next week. Unfortunately, I don't think this car is going to make it. It is late and I don't want to spend any more time in here. I think we're gonna have to call it quits. I'm sorry I have to leave this video off on such a bad note, but you know, there has to be a stop somewhere. You have to put an end to somewhere. So on this unfortunate event, we're gonna call it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know what to do, and we will see you in the next one. Bye. Bit of an explanation. Now, I wasn't exactly the happiest with how the video ended. It was very short-lived. It was just like flat bottom and just gone, boom, bye, good luck. No. Unfortunately, as you've seen, the E90 would not start. We've had issues with we've had issues with spark. It was receiving signal into the wires going to the coil packs, but it was not producing spark. I have replaced coil packs and it just didn't spark. Still, we replaced igniters, didn't spark. Check continuity test, didn't spark. Checked camshaft and crankshaft sensors, didn't spark. Whatever I did, it just did not work. We did do a signal, like a coil pack signal tester, and eventually it did work. We got a light, we got a spark on coil number 6. We tried to replicate it among coil pack 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, nothing, nada. Come back over to 6, gone again. So I decided, yeah, that was it. I've been working over the week trying to get this going, but just could not get it going. So yeah, that's the beauty of it, is just shit happens. What else could you do? It's fine. So I will get this ready for the July bash. It will be driving on track, and I'm super excited for that. We're going with a standalone ECU, custom wiring harness. It will be a good car. Now hopefully we will be able to map it to around 400. I just hope so, for that extra bit of a kick. We're going to be getting brand new wheels. We're selling the Style 71s finally. We're going up, we're upgrading to 18 inch. That'll be very nice to drive. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe as always, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.